We are rapidly filling up. This is so exciting. And I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Thumbs up, team. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's fabulous that you're all able to make it here for this exciting event. My name is Tracy Johnson, and I'm the Dean of Life Sciences. I've been the Dean for just over 2 months now, and this is one of my favorite events. I've had the opportunity to participate in the Compass reception in person over the last few years, and I'm glad we're able to be here, even if it's virtual. So for those of you who I haven't had the opportunity to meet, I'm really looking forward to when we will be able to meet again in person. So I've been a faculty member at UCLA in the life sciences since about 2013, and I'm a professor in the Department of Molecular Cell and Developmental Biology. My lab is focused on understanding the very basic mechanisms of gene expression and how genes get turned on and turned off at the right place at the right time. And we're really interested in kind of the nuts and bolts of how this works. But that's not why we're here tonight. As Dean, one of the things that's been the most fun is I get to learn about all of my colleagues' amazing work. And you're going to meet 2 of those individuals, or you'll hear from 2 of those individuals tonight. But the other thing that I love is that we have amazing students. And student scholarships are really one of my priorities. I'm really thrilled to celebrate the success of Compass as a program. It was built on this wonderful foundation established by my predecessor and dear friend, Dean Victoria Sork. So this fit is really meant to do 2 things. It's really an evening for us to show our appreciation for you, for all you do for the division, your generosity, and your engagement. And it's also a chance for you to get a chance to meet the people who are the reason why UCLA is an amazing institution. And that's our students who've benefited so much from your support. So at this time, I'm really excited to introduce you to the co-directors of the Compass Mentorship Initiative, Drs. Gina Poe and Megan McAvoy. So I'll tell you a little bit about both of them. So Dr. Poe is a neuroscientist, and she specializes in the study of sleep and its effect on memory and learning. She earned her PhD at UCLA, so she is a Bruin. She pursued her postdoctoral work at the University of Arizona, was an assistant professor at Washington State, and then at the University of Michigan, where she moved through the ranks and returned to UCLA as a full professor in the Department of Integrative Biology and Physiology in 2016. Dr. Megan McAvoy is a professor in the Institute for Society and Genetics and in the Department of Microbiology, Immunology, and Molecular Genetics. So her research is focused on really developing an understanding of how organisms handle metal ions. And you can imagine that the implications of this work are really vast and quite profound. So she earned her PhD in chemistry at the University of Oregon, and she was an assistant and associate professor at Arizona. And then we were fortunate to recruit her here as a full professor here at UCLA in 2016. And I have to say that so much of what makes Compass wonderful is because of these 2 really special faculty members. And I also want to highlight someone who we've been very fortunate to bring on board, and that's Lerone Ellison. And he serves as a beautiful bridge between the work Gina and Megan do, working closely with students and just making sure that all the trains run on time. And hopefully you'll get a chance to meet him as well. But he's been a wonderful addition to the team, a scientist himself, and really focusing his attention on supporting our fantastic students. So with that, I want to you to please join me in welcoming co-directors Gina Poe and Megan McAvoy.
Thank you so much, Dean Johnson. It's really a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure for us to see our Compass students here and to meet you donors. Um, so we want to take this opportunity to really tell you about the Compass program, a little more about it. Dr. McAvoy and I were both hired at the same time in 2016 by Dean Victoria Sork, and she wanted us to create this thing that we subsequently called Compass. And it's really a resource that's available to assist students as they navigate their way through the complex and beautiful and rich education that they're getting at UCLA, and to connect them with research opportunities within the STEM fields at UCLA. There are, we know, lots and lots of amazing research opportunities, and a lot of students don't really know about them or know how to connect with them. And so that's what Compass is doing. It's helping them connect with them and avail themselves of the rich environment that is at UCLA. So what Compass is endeavoring to do is offering sort of a personalized roadmap to help students navigate their coursework, their research experience, other student support programs, internships, faculty mentor, and alumni connections, all so that students can reach their own goals, their own career goals, and explore various exciting educational and career options that they might not otherwise have even known existed. We are still building the Compass website. We're still building out all of these opportunities in this roadmap, but already we've been able to have lots and lots of students take advantage of the Compass program and these Dean's Awards with your generous support. So this resource is really especially relevant to students from backgrounds that are traditionally underrepresented in the sciences. And these students include first-generation college students, those that have socioeconomic hardships, those whose parents themselves might not even know what really college is about and what it can offer. Students who faced really significant life challenges and are still facing significant life challenges. Those who might not otherwise be able to do research, for example, in a laboratory because they have to work and help bring home money not only to support their own education, but sometimes to support their families as well. So now I'm going to turn it over to Dr. McAvoy to tell you more about it.
Thanks, Gina. So I want to say hi, everyone, and it's great to see you. I'm so glad that you could join us this evening. I just want to say a few more words about a Compass and what it means to all of us. As I'm sure you know, the Division of Life Sciences really has no shortage of talented students. I'm really proud to say that our undergraduate and graduate students are at the forefront of scientific discovery. Not a surprise. They're conducting research that will work towards solving many of society's most urgent challenges in a variety of fields. That can include the natural environment, in mental health, in disease discovery, and so much more. So there's really a reason we highlight scholarship support in the Division of Life Sciences. The first of these is that we want our classrooms and laboratories to benefit from the creativity and ideas and innovation that these incredibly talented students bring. Second, we want our programs to stay competitive with other top universities who are able to offer this kind of support to their students. At UCLA, we have a reputation for maximizing lean resources and instructing huge numbers of students with fewer instructors and less funding. But the more assistance we get from our philanthropic community, the better positioned we'll be to thrive. Third, we don't want to lose our students to other majors. The sciences can sometimes feel challenging, expensive, and time-consuming without support, or even sometimes even with support. By spending summers in labs doing research or receiving tuition assistance, getting to know faculty through special mentorship activities, and as evidenced today, meeting the donors who've made an investment in their futures, students are significantly more likely to commit to the life sciences for their entire academic career at UCLA. So on behalf of Dean Johnson and Gina, we want to say thank you for helping us to achieve these goals and to build a cohort of brilliant students. It makes us very, very proud to ensure that the next generation of scientists reflects the local Los Angeles community as well as our global one. So that's all I want to say. I want to turn it back over to Dean Johnson. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Gina and Megan. That was a wonderful overview and just gives you a sense of the passion that we have for ensuring that all of our students not only thrive personally, but really transform the intellectual environment at UCLA. And the students that you're going to interact with tonight are just a taste of, give you just a taste of how that's done at UCLA. So now I'd like to well, let's introduce you the best possible way of knowing what is possible and give you a sense of the amazing talent is for the students to introduce themselves. So I think the way we're going to do this is the students are listed in alphabetical order in the chat function. So if you would please share your name, your major, your year at UCLA, and a little bit about the research, your research or research highlight. And I think we can go ahead and get started. I think Abraham is the first student in the chat.
Hello, my name is Abraham. I'm a fourth year physiological sciences major at UCLA. My current career choice is to be a physician, but after the summer research, I have considered maybe switching it to research. And over summer, my research was based on muscle stem cells. Basically, we wanted to see what genes are involved in the pathway of recruiting muscle cells after injury. So I got to partake in a little bit of that.
Next.
Hi, my name is Christopher. I'm a third year neuroscience major, and my current research is involved with spinal cord repair. So basically, we're looking at the mechanics of how during spinal cord injury, there tends to be like an overinflammation. So we are working on injecting biomaterials in order to reduce that inflammation in order to enhance the healing process. So yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Mary. I'm a third year neuroscience major with a minor in biomedical research. I've been working under a clinical lab under Susan Buchheimer for my clinical experience, where we study aging and how the human brain changes as we age and how the different parts of the brain are connected. And I recently joined another lab under Catherine Cahill to study addiction and pain in the brain. But I haven't gotten a chance to go in yet because of COVID, but hopefully I get to do so soon.
All right, next is Christina, I think. Maybe we'll loop back, maybe Christina. I don't see Christina. How about Cassandra?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Cassandra Chamorro. I'm a third year neuroscience major, and I have been with the DeBiase lab for a year now. And what we do is we look at microglia, which are immune resident cells of the brain. And I look at their aging during normal and disease conditions, just so we could get, just to locate what specifically microglia have to do in the brain and their function and how they help during disease conditions.
Awesome. Next.
Hi, my name is Stacey. I'm a neuroscience student, junior, and so I recently joined Dr. White's lab, and I've been working under her graduate student, Elizabeth Cook, and we focus on using zebrafinch birds as models to learn more about language, and more specifically, we're working on learning specific genetic components in cell types.
Excellent.
Hi, my name is Molly Delaney. I'm a third year neuroscience major. I'm currently doing research in Dr. Scott Wilkie's lab, where we study the ACC, which is a part of the brain, and how the ACC is involved in effort-based decision making, which can often go awry in certain like psychiatric disorders such as like depression or schizophrenia. And so we do this using like miniscope, calcium imaging, and optogenetic techniques.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ashley, and I'm a fourth-year psychology student, and I'm currently an RA at Dr. Anna Lau's lab, and I'm specifically involved in a shared decision-making project where we're exploring how to increase how to get the most out of evidence-based treatment, specifically with the Latino population. And yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Samin Mahmood. I am a third-year psychobiology major and biomedical research minor, and over the summer I worked in the Arasaka lab where I analyzed cognitive processing and reaction time based on controlled physical stimuli and analyze that using MATLAB, Python, and CyclePy programming.
Hi everyone, my name is Corey Mallory. I am a fourth year neuroscience major, African American studies minor, and I'm in the Maze lab. And so we're a social cognitive neuroscience research lab, and we're studying the neurocorrelates, mechanisms, and health implications of discrimination-induced anxiety in the mental health of African American men. And so basically we're kind of studying what happens when Black men accumulate different experience of anxiety and over time, what that does to their anxiety trait disorder, because it's known that cognitive decline and worsening cardiovascular and neurovascular health, as well as like allostatic load, is correlated with persistent anxiety. So we're trying to use our findings for scientific advocacy in health equity and also just the neuroscience field in general.
I think Giselle may be next. And if Giselle is maybe not here, how about, Andrew.
I'll go next, yeah. Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm a fourth year neuroscience major, and I'm currently in an orthopedic research lab where we're attempting to 3D print a bio gel matrix so that it'll eventually be able to be used as like a bone implant. And I'm also in Dr. Gina Poe's sleep class.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Alba Fabiola Nunez. I'm a third year neuroscience major as well. I'm interested in pursuing research in cognitive and behavioral neuroscience. I'm currently studying type 2 diabetes in Dr. Kumar's lab. So we're studying the effects that it has on the brain, specifically in finding changes in brain volume and correlation to depression and anxiety scores. And yeah, so for postgraduate studies, I plan to study post-traumatic stress disorder in formerly incarcerated or foster kids. And yeah, and the effects it has in adult health.
Hi everyone, I'm Zachary Ortega. I'm a third year biology and philosophy double major. I'm currently in Professor Paul Barber's lab for COVID-19 on how its effects have disproportionately affected communities of all socioeconomic backgrounds, health disparities, and health factors, and how these certain factors correlate to the effects COVID-19 has on individuals.
Hi everyone, my name is Hazel. I'm a third year sociology and psychology major. During the summer, I worked with the UCLA Labor Studies Department to research the challenges workers and learners experience during the global pandemic. And currently I'm working on a research project with Professor Valenzuela that will explore how UCLA can create a rapid response network to promote the well-being that includes mental health, feelings of uncertainty, and retention of undocumented college students.
I think Saul is here. If not, Harjas.
Hi, my name is Harjas, and
Oops, Harjas, I think we lost you. Harjas, I think we lost you, but you know what? We will circle back I think the next person is Haniel.
Yes, hi. I'm Haniel. I'm a third year neuroscience major. I'm also a disability studies minor. And during the summer, I joined Dr. Risman's lab, which focuses on memory. And right now, we're working on metacognition and familiarity and novelty judgments, and how this ties into confidence, response, and familiarity and novelty tasks, and how this will affect aging individuals or individuals with Alzheimer's.
And Harjas, I don't know. I don't know if it works for you to join us again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, my internet is sort of spotty.
No problem.
But yes, my name is Harjas. I am a fourth year MCDB major with a minor in biomedical research. I currently work in Dr. David S. Williams's lab, where we study the light-sensitive cells in the back of the eye, and how do those cells deal with constant light exposure and reactive oxygen species that might produce, and eventually how that could lead to degeneration of the retina.
Wonderful. And I think we heard from everyone. If there's anybody that I missed somehow. All right. Well, thank you so much, students. I think what you can see is that the students at UCLA are studying everything from kind of the way the brain works to really fundamental questions involving biochemistry and cellular function, to topics that have so much relevance to this moment that we're in. We are extraordinarily proud of the fact that our students are really making an enormous impact on the world. I think actually, did I miss, is Jose Gonzalez? Did I miss Jose?
Yes, he is here.
Yeah?
Well, he
go,
was
Jose?
here.
All right, I don't see him again. I know that one of the challenges, as you guys can see, is that we're all trying to figure out how to work in this virtual space where sometimes we lose each other, we fade in and out, and we're doing pretty well. But our students, you can tell the resilience they have in really navigating this new reality. So at this time, I think we would like to take a group photo just so we can document this evening. Yvonne Kamau is here and she's going to be directing us. She's our trusty photographer. Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne. I'm just going to take a quick photo so you guys can just look into the screen. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just going to take a picture. It's 2 screens, so I'm going to go to the next one, but I'll take the first one in 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go to the next screen. And 1 second. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Yay. Thank you. And thank you for warning us, because the worst thing is when someone takes a picture and then they send you your Zoom photo and you're like, what? Wait, what? So thank you so much, Yvonne. I think the next thing we're going to do is,
Jose is back.
Is Jose back? Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Jose, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jose. I'm actually graduated during the summer. I was in the Ashland lab. I did research on developing neocortex and specific model we're trying to build up to be better. Yeah.
Terrific.
It was hard to hear him.
It was a little, yeah.
I can tell you that he was working on a really cool project in neurology where they built a brain, a tiny brain, and were testing it for various aspects. And they were ultimately, the lab is studying autism. So yeah, sorry, just want to tell you about it.
Very cool. What lab? Which lab, Jose?
The Geschwin lab.
Oh, the Geschwin lab. Fantastic. Excellent. Okay, so thank you so much for everyone for sharing. So the next thing we're going to do is you're going to be directed to a breakout room for about 10 minutes to get a chance to meet with your student or students, get a chance to meet each other, and but this is really a wonderful opportunity for students to get a sense of the people who, through their generosity, are really supporting the mission here at UCLA, and more importantly, supporting the amazing things that you all do. So I think Yvonne is going to be moving around the breakout rooms, and she'll also take a group photo within the breakout rooms. And then following the breakout sessions, we're going to briefly reconvene just to wrap it up.
Great, marvelous. So I hope you enjoyed meeting with your students and seeing, really what incredible people they are. It's really, again, a pleasure to have you guys here this evening. We're really, really grateful for your ongoing support of this Compass program that we have built over these last few years, and the support of the Division of Life Sciences. Megan, would you like to say something too? You're muted. You're muted.
Thank you. You think I'd have figured this out by now. But I do want to also echo what Gina said, and thank you all for being here. It's really nice to see all of you. But I would also want to say, to convey to the development office how much we appreciate your hardworking and creative contributions that made this happen today, despite the challenges of meeting on Zoom and making this as personal and as formative as I think we all feel it's been. So thank you. And that's about all I have to say. Any other closing comments, Gina, or anyone else?
No, just thanks and have a great evening. If anybody else wants to say something, yeah. Thank you guys. Have a great night.